Hi, welcome back to my second attempt at recording this video because the first time I did it, I didn't look at my mic settings and it sounded like this.
This is Deepfake AI Clip 1. Why is everything so loud?
I'm the CEO of YouTube and I will be docking my pay because of it. One new thing I've done this year is start streaming on Twitch and shamelessly plugging that fact here on YouTube. I guess that's two things. Been playing some Minecraft, some Freddy Fish, games that no one has ever streamed before. I also play some Overwatch and Valorant with my friends because we all have low self-esteem. But you know who else has been staying up past their bedtime gaming? President Joe R. Biden, Donald J. Trump, Barack H. Obama, and pretty much anyone else who is famous, has a middle initial, and has spoken in public. My TikTok For You page has been flooded with videos of presidents and celebrities playing video games. We're talking biblically flooded. The algorithm is, of course, God. My phone is the earth. The videos are the flood. I'm the third monkey on the ramp to the ark, and brother, it's starting to rain. I cannot overstate how quickly I was overrun with this type of content. You want another analogy for it? Okay. You know Lion King? You know Simba, Nala, Mufasa, Sarabi? This is like that scene in Lion King where Simba's been yelling at a lizard and then a bunch of wildebeests come into the gorge, except the wildebeests are TikToks, and like a hungry lion who sees a wildebeest, I'm eating them up. Or if you're more of a John Green fan, you know that line from The Fault in Our Stars, I fell in love the way you fall asleep, slowly and then all at once. Well, in my case, I saw TikToks of the former presidents telling each other to eat shit the way you fall asleep. And I know, engaging with this content helps bring me more of it. Despite my videos sometimes being intentionally obtuse and not what the algorithm is gonna want, I know how social media algorithms work on like a base level. I just have never seen on TikTok one type of thing be so consistently produced and then thrown at me. And if you haven't seen any of these, you're probably a little confused by this point. So let me just show you one of these videos.
Joe, you need to change your house design. It doesn't match our style.
Fuck off, Donald. My full diamond house is the most drippy house on the realm.
Joe, your house looks ugly and tacky. Just stick to the block palette like the rest of us.
You think my house is bad? Have you even seen George's?
Shut up, Joe. The tutorial I'm following is complicated. Your house is still fucking ugly.
Guys, how do I install the 18 plus girlfriend mod?
Bill, you're a weirdo. Joe, just change your goddamn house.
So a few things there. The Donald Trump on these just isn't Trump now. It's like Trump from the early 2000s.
Remember 80s Trump? Yeah. 80s Trump.
She's a very nice person. I'm looking forward to speaking with her.
He's not that guy anymore.
Man, she's beautiful, and I'm gonna take over everything, baby.
Another thing you'll notice is that they all talk like they're teenage boys.
Fuck off, Donald. My full diamond house is the most drippy house on the realm.
And that's the joke. But that's what these videos are. It's the voices of the presidents, and they're all just being some guys playing some games together. I think it's a funny concept. Here's another one.
Now, this is a good game. I remember popping this in the PS3, putting on some early Drake, and just blasting fools.
Barack, this game was the best part of your presidency.
I'm actually 10th prestige on my old gamer tag, XX. I spread democracy, XX.
And this one gets a little more political, unsurprising, seeing as they're playing a Call of Duty game.
George, be sure to not break the spawn trap by rushing in.
I guess old habits die hard, huh?
And the country has been at war my entire lifetime.
Guys, I got the AC-130 already.
Of course you did.
The drone strike joke is nice, and it is very, very overused in this genre.
Boys, watch out. I'm a demon on the tracks, and I'm gonna smoke you all.
Not a fucking chance, Donald. Back in my heyday, I was doing 150cc mirrored with my eyes closed. You're all done for.
Watch where you're fucking driving, Donald. Wait till I get the bullet power up and fly straight into you.
This one really shows off the technical limitations of these videos. Obviously, they're not trying to like emulate Barack Obama's speech patterns or Joe Biden's speech patterns, but like they also aren't doing a good job of emulating a human's speech patterns. I was doing 150cc mirrored with my eyes closed, you're all done for. There's not the pauses where a human would put pauses in their sentences. I don't need like a whole, watch where you're driving, Donald. But it just wouldn't be all the way through, watch where you're driving, Donald. This is kind of like how in like an acting class, when somebody is just ignoring the punctuation, it's like, no, there's a comma there. You can't just plow through to the end of the sentence as quickly as you want. You have to take a pause where there are pauses to separate what the fuck you're saying.
Orange man, you better clutch. This is my champ game.
Joe, you're hard stuck platinum.
He's on your left. Are you using a headset?
Shut up, Joe, you loser. Dropped him.
Easy, smoking that silver pack. Oh, easy. Who let me cook? I'm so good. Oh my God, I'm actually cracked.
Last is Kaylee outside. She's one shot. GG in chat, we lost. No way you clutched this. Thanks, Donnie. Good clutch.
Thanks, Joe. Come here.
The classic ending, two politicians making out. We've all seen it before. But that's not the bit of this that breaks my immersion. The fact that they were in two different places talking through headsets and then they're in the same place kissing each other, that makes sense. That's fine. What I don't believe is that Joe goes, there's no way you clutch this. And then before Donald's even won the game, he says, "Aw, nice job, GG. Good job."
GG in chat, we lost. No way you clutched this. Thanks, Donnie. Good clutch.
How did he know? There's no way he goes from being so negative to so positive. And also, I just find it hard to believe Donald wouldn't say anything between, "Oh, there's GG, it's over. There's no way you win this," and Joe being like, "Oh, good job, Donnie." I just find it so hard that he wouldn't go, "Oh yeah," or "That's what I'm talking about," or "Shut the fuck up, Joe, you old sleepy bitch." Something like that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Hey, Joe, hop on Fortnite with me and Barack.
Whatever, let me download it real quick. Haven't played this shit since season 5.
Yo, it's XX Slayer JFKXX. You down to crank some 90s on these fools with us?
Not right now, Barack. I have to hide in this bush. I keep getting sniped at when I rotate. I'm not sure why.
A new president! This is one of my favorite little details about these, is because JFK lived in the past. He also died in the past. But because of that, all of the recordings are kind of like old and grainy and have like a certain je ne sais quoi to them. And that's also how the mics in a lot of gaming headsets sound. So purely by circumstance, JFK has one of the most like realistic sounding microphones in all of these videos. I love that. It adds a nice layer of authenticity to this man who died in the 60s playing Fortnite.
So thanks for coming in today, everybody.
It's great to be here.
Great to be here, man.
Yeah, it's great to have all of you. So I'm going to start of asking about your recent blow up on TikTok. I mean, it's insane.
It is quite crazy, yes.
This is the best one, and it only works once you have seen a bunch of the other ones.
When did this idea come to you guys?
Well, it all happened so we were all just chilling one day in the White House, right?
Right.
And Donald just said out loud, no warning, just, why don't we play some Overwatch 2?
I did. Yep. I just really wanted to try out the new heroes. I mean, let's be honest, it's a piece of shit game, but I just wanted to see what it's about, you know?
Like, that's a great example of continuing and expanding on the bit. Instead of just, like, making another one of what people have already done, treating it like it's a real situation and seeing how real people would react. It's great. And like with that fake interview with the fake presidents, I feel like deep fake comedy is now like a genre that's going to continue to expand. And more deepfake videos, even not regarding these presidents, are going to keep popping up. You want to hear Lady Gaga sing a song she's never sung before? Or how about Joe Biden giving a somber retelling of We Bought a Zoo?
Anyway, so I was watching We Bought a Zoo a few days ago because it came up on my Disney Plus after I finished an episode of that Baby Yoda show. And I thought, wow, I still can't believe they bought that freaking zoo. So I looked it up and they really did do it. They really bought a zoo in real life.
And if the technology stops here, I think it'd be pretty okay. I think that given who the people are and what they're talking about, it's very easy to tell that these are fictional conversations. It's really easy to mix them with copy pastas or scenes from TV and movies. Like, I'm pretty sure if no one's done it already, someone's gonna do the Protest at the Cleaner fuck you flip-flop scene from The Social Network, but with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And that would be pretty easy to do because at this point, these are mostly just a text-to-speech program, but with a bunch of celebrity voices instead of just Stephen Hawking's. Like I was saying earlier, there's a certain rhythm that they all speak with that isn't quite their own personal rhythm or the rhythm that normal people speak with. And sometimes there are certain words with emphasis in weird places. More than anything, it's given me a greater appreciation for people who are good at impressions. Because, like, the Obama voice is pretty good.
But anyway, I agreed. I was just, I guess I was just so fucking bored, right? And then we all got some computers off of AliExpress and started gaming.
But the epic rap battles of history, Obama, is still leagues ahead of it and probably will be for a bit. The other thing these videos ignore is like a lot of the, I don't want to say catchphrases, but like the common phrases that you associate with these people. I've never seen the fake gamer Joe Biden say malarkey or come on, man, or do that low whisper he does when he's trying to emphasize a point.
That's why all the economists, even on Wall Street, are pointing out. Guess what? It grows the economy.
Because sometimes talking quiet actually makes your message louder. Then I do a pop shove it off the Statue of Liberty, land it, and say later losers to a bunch of little kids who are more impressed with that than anything their parents have ever done. And I know part of the reason gamer Joe Biden doesn't speak with real life Joe Biden's cadence is because of technological limitations, and also that's part of the joke is that he's talking like a teenager or someone in the early 20s. But I also think that it's good protection against a defamation lawsuit. Again, with these octogenarians that are running the country and will continue to run the country until we don't have a country, it's pretty easy to tell that these are fake conversations. They're jokes for comedy. But if you take a Joe and Donald script and make it a Jake and Logan Paul script, it instantly becomes exponentially more believable. So let's talk about people who are using this for nefarious ends. I don't mean someone's gonna make a video where the president says we're at war with China when we're not actually at war with China, and people will believe it. We will get there, and it will become very difficult to tell what's real and what's fake on the internet, but we'll cross that rickety bridge when we get to it. Right now, there's an unfortunate amount of, what if I made a famous person say a slur? That's comedy, right?
You peeled off to the back post, you spastic. Come short next time if you want the ball to feet.
God damn it, I can't play with this dementia having ass.
Who's got dementia now?
This is me pearl clutching, saying, how dare you make my favorite president say words they've never said before? We've got 2 of the last 3 presidents saying the N-word on record. Probably all of the presidents of the United States have said the N-word before. Like, if you're going to include a slur in a piece of media, there should be a good reason for it, you know? And like 2 of the videos that I had bookmarked as ones that were using slurs, a couple of them are just off of TikTok right now. They're unavailable, which is good. It's just every one of these president videos that I've seen have had several 100,000, if not millions of views. Tons of likes on them all. And so to just like casually pepper in some slur usage by white men. I know that the creators aren't necessarily white men, but the people in the video are. Not great. This is certainly not in the majority of videos I've seen. They're cussing all the time, but they're just like saying you're shit, you're an asshole, stuff like that. But it has happened enough, and I have seen enough of it that I felt I need to talk about it. There's also the way that the presidents are all portrayed in these. A lot of the videos feature an Obama drone strike joke, which I'm not mad about. Go for it. I find it a little funny that the videos seem to assign Barack Obama as having an overuse of the military problem, when some of the videos feature George W. Bush. Every president has an overusing the military problem because America has an overusing the military problem. George Bush is oftentimes portrayed as sort of a dumb patriot, which I don't think is a conscious effort by the people making these videos to like rehabilitate his image, but is the result of a decades-long campaign to rehabilitate George W. Bush in the public eye and make him sort of just like a quirky guy who likes painting cats and isn't that bright, instead of the architect of a lot of our geopolitical blunders. The Bush administration is the reason why waterboarding and other methods of torture can be referred to as enhanced interrogation techniques. That's not something that happens when you've just been a good, silly guy. But the reason I wanted to make this video is not because I enjoyed the TikToks. I did. And not because I thought that some of them were critique worthy. I do. But because the comments on them are infuriating. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? No. No, it's not. I'm sure some of these people are joking and just reposting jokes they've seen on other TikTok comments into this TikTok comment section. Because that's what TikTok comments are all about. But some of these people got to be 100% serious. And no, it's not real. Like, I guess the video is real. It's a real video. The conversation? No, it's not. This has not happened before. And it never will happen, all right? Because the first thing you'd have to do to make this conversation happen is get 2 people who were like 80 fucking years old up to speed on like how to play Minecraft. Can you imagine explaining Minecraft to Joe Biden or Donald Trump? They would not know what the fuck they're doing. They're not going to be doing shit. If you got Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden together to play video games, 90% of your time would just be them going, wait, how do I do that? Wait, huh? What is that? What is that? I often forget. George W. Bush is 76. He's only 4 years younger than Joe Biden. They're of the same generation. Is this real? I'm using this as evidence in my next politics essay. Evidence of what? That'd be like if you wanted to use an episode of Veep in your next politics essay, except you actually could use Veep because Veep offers substantial political commentary. It's not real people, but it's talking about the way that Americans, specifically like a certain type of Americans who are writers for HBO shows, but about like how Americans view politicians, right? This is so much not about the politics. This one is a video about like the presidents having a late night conversation where Joe's like, I'm kind of sad, nobody likes me. And the other two are like, yeah, it's okay, man. You're all good.
Hey guys, can we talk for a minute? I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with everything going on.
Of course, Joe. What's on your mind?
It's just that the weight of the presidency can be a lot to bear. The decisions I make impact the lives of millions of people.
We may have our political differences, but at the end of the day, we're all Americans and we all want what's best for our country.
Exactly. We may have different approaches, but we all share the same goal of making America a better place.
Thanks again, guys. I feel a lot better now. It's good to have friends who understand what I'm going through.
How are you going to use that in an essay? Like, the cynical part of me even is like, well, that's just not how people view the presidency. I don't think Joe Biden ran because he had a perfect vision for what to do about it. He ran because Democrats were afraid that Bernie Sanders was going to win. Bro, these AI conversations are changing public perception of these actual people. If that's true, I'll be a little sad. It's got 153,000 likes. So hopefully it's not actually changing public perception of these people. And on top of all of that, they make a full set of wooden tools. You just don't need that. You need a wood pick and that's it. You guys remember studying political satire in high school, looking at those old comics? Our kids are going to study this. I don't think they are, because those are explicitly political cartoons. They have a political point of view and are trying to get that point of view across, and they critique people, or they talk about the times they're living, or something to that nature. These are comedy videos where the purpose is to go, hey, wouldn't it be funny if the presidents played video games and talked like us young people do? And it would be. That's the videos! Yes, there are political jokes, but those are wallpaper. They're a cherry on top. They're a $5 bill in the coat you haven't worn since last winter. It's nice. I'm happy that they're there. But that's not the main point. The main point I put it on is because it's a cold day outside. Yeah, what's this one that's like randomly thrown in the middle here? Oh, and then a few days later, this video came on my For You page with the title, Donald Trump's Savage Moment, Dream Come True. He is a wonderful personality, of Donald Trump and Texas Governor Greg Abbott, venerating both of these two great men. So I am a little worried that these videos are changing public perception. Certainly this is not in line with any of the other politics that have come across my For You page. Am I thinking about this too much? Am I overanalyzing? Probably. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you wouldn't mind leaving a like or subscribing. I'd appreciate that. Again, I've been streaming on Twitch. It's been a lot of fun. If this is a Friday, I'm live now for Freddy Fish Friday. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. I'd appreciate it. It's going to be a productive March. It has to be a productive March, right? Right? Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.